Have you ever thrown away a cardboard box without a second thought? And wondered, even for a split second, if you were tossing out something that could have actually made you money, or at the very least, transformed your living space into something uniquely yours? Because here's the truth most people miss. What looks like trash in your recycling bin might be one of the most undervalued, creative resources sitting right inside your home. And today, we're diving into a concept that sits right at the intersection of sustainability, design, and smart thinking, turning discarded cardboard into sculptural geometric lampshades using precision laser cutting techniques. Not only is this a creative outlet, but it's also a potential side hustle, a design upgrade, and a powerful shift in how you see everyday materials. Now, think about this for a moment. The average household in the United States receives dozens of cardboard boxes every single year, packages from online shopping, food deliveries, electronics, and more. Most of it gets flattened, tossed, and forgotten. But what if instead of seeing cardboard as temporary packaging, you started seeing it as raw material? Material that can be shaped, engineered, and elevated into something that looks like it belongs in a high-end design studio. That shift in perspective alone changes everything. Let's start with the first big benefit, and it's one that hits both your wallet and your creativity at the same time. Cost efficiency with high perceived value. When people look at geometric lampshades, especially the kind you see in modern interior design magazines, they assume they're expensive. And usually they are. Laser-cut wood, metal, or acrylic designs can cost anywhere from $80 to $300 or more. But here's the interesting part. The visual complexity and elegance of those designs don't necessarily come from the material itself. They come from the pattern, the precision, and the way light interacts with the structure. That means you can recreate that same high-end aesthetic using cardboard at a fraction of the cost. And this is where precision laser cutting changes the game. Without precision, cardboard projects can look rough, uneven, and obviously DIY. But with clean, accurate cuts, suddenly that same cardboard transforms into something sharp, symmetrical, and visually striking. The edges align perfectly, the patterns repeat flawlessly, and the final piece looks intentional, almost architectural. It's the difference between something that looks handmade and something that looks professionally designed. But here's where it gets even more interesting. This isn't just about saving money. It's about creating value from something people overlook. And if you've been following trends in design and sustainability, you already know that upcycling is no longer just a niche hobby. It's becoming a statement. People are actively looking for pieces that tell a story, items that are not mass-produced, not generic, and not wasteful. When you create a lampshade from discarded cardboard, you're not just making a light fixture. You're creating a conversation piece. Now let's talk about the second benefit. And this one goes deeper than most people expect. Environmental impact with visible results. A lot of sustainability advice feels abstract. Reduce this, recycle that, use less of something. But the impact isn't always visible. And because of that, it's easy to lose motivation. This is different. When you upcycle cardboard into a functional object like a lampshade, you can literally see the transformation. You take something that was headed for waste and turn it into something useful, durable, and beautiful. And here's the key insight. Visibility drives behavior. When you see the results of your effort every single day, when you turn on a lamp and watch light filter through patterns you created, it reinforces the habit. It makes sustainability feel real, not theoretical. And that kind of reinforcement is powerful because it shifts you from passive awareness to active participation. But let's take this one step further, because there's another layer most people don't consider. Cardboard is lightweight, widely available, and surprisingly versatile. With the right design, you can create structures that are both strong and elegant. Geometric patterns, in particular, distribute stress across multiple angles, which means your lampshade isn't just decorative, it's structurally sound. This is the same principle used in architecture and engineering, just applied on a smaller scale. Now, you might be wondering, okay, this sounds interesting, but how does laser cutting actually fit into all of this? That's a fair question, and it brings us to one of the most exciting aspects of this entire process. Precision meets accessibility. Not too long ago, laser cutting was something reserved for industrial settings or high-end workshops. But today, access has expanded. Makerspaces, local studios, and even small desktop machines have made it possible for individuals to experiment with precision cutting without needing a massive investment. And here's where things start to open up creatively. Once you have access to precise cuts, your design possibilities expand dramatically. You're no longer limited to simple shapes or rough edges. You can create intricate patterns, hexagons, triangles, tessellations that interact with light in fascinating ways. When the lamp is turned on, those patterns project shadows onto walls and ceilings, creating an entirely new dimension of design. The object isn't just the lampshade anymore. It's the light, the shadows, and the atmosphere it creates. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt a certain mood without knowing exactly why? Often it's the lighting. Not just how bright it is, but how it's shaped, diffused, and directed. A geometric lampshade made from laser-cut cardboard doesn't just illuminate a space, it sculpts the light. It turns an ordinary room into something immersive. Now let's connect this to something practical, because this is where a lot of people start to see real opportunity. If you can create something that is visually appealing, environmentally conscious, and relatively low cost to produce, you're not just making decor, you're creating a product. And in today's market, products that combine sustainability with design have a strong appeal. People are willing to pay for items that align with their values and stand out from mass-produced alternatives. But here's the part most people overlook. You don't need to start big. You don't need a full workshop or a huge inventory. You start with one design, one prototype. You test it, refine it, and improve it. Maybe your first lampshade isn't perfect, that's expected. But each iteration gets better, cleaner, more refined. And over time, you build not just a product, but a skill set. And that skill set is valuable. Because once you understand how to design for laser cutting, how to think in terms of layers, connections, and patterns, you can apply that knowledge to other projects. Wall art, storage solutions, decorative panels, the possibilities expand quickly. Now, let's pause for a second and look at the bigger picture. What we're really talking about here is a shift in mindset. Moving from consumption to creation. From throwing things away to reimagining them. From buying generic products to designing your own. And that shift doesn't just change what you make, it changes how you think. Because once you start seeing potential in discarded materials, you start noticing opportunities everywhere. That box you were about to throw away, it becomes your next project. That pattern you saw online, it becomes inspiration. That empty corner in your room, it becomes a space you can transform. And this is where the story starts to get interesting. Because in the next part, we're going to go deeper into the process itself, how to design these geometric patterns, how to prepare cardboard for laser cutting, how to assemble your lampshade so it's both durable and visually striking, and most importantly, how to turn this skill into something that not only enhances your space, but could potentially generate income. But before we get there, I want you to think about one simple question. What if the materials you already have at home are enough to create something extraordinary, and you've just been overlooking them this entire time? Now let's pick up right where we left off. Because this is where curiosity turns into action, and action is where everything changes. You've seen the potential, you understand the value. But now the real question is this. How do you actually go from a flattened cardboard box to a sculptural geometric lampshade that looks like it belongs in a modern design studio? It starts with design, but not in the way most people think. You don't need to be an artist. You don't need years of experience. What you need is a simple understanding of patterns and repetition. Geometric lampshades rely on structure triangles, hexagons, interlocking shapes that repeat in a way that feels intentional. And here's the secret. Complexity is often just simple shapes repeated consistently. That's it. When you look at a high-end lampshade, you're not seeing something impossibly advanced. You're seeing a system that's been executed cleanly. So imagine this. You start with a basic pattern, let's say a hexagon grid. You map it out digitally using beginner-friendly design software. Nothing complicated. You're not trying to impress anyone at this stage. You're just creating a blueprint. And once that blueprint exists, something powerful happens. You've turned an idea into something tangible, something repeatable. Now this is where precision laser cutting becomes your unfair advantage. Because instead of manually cutting each shape and risking inconsistencies, the laser does exactly what you tell it to do: perfect edges. Clean lines, identical pieces every single time. And when those pieces come together, the difference is obvious. The final product doesn't just look good. It looks intentional, polished, almost architectural. But here's something most tutorials won't tell you. The magic isn't just in the cutting, it's in the preparation. Cardboard might seem simple, but not all cardboard behaves the same way. Thickness matters. Density matters. Even the direction of the corrugation can affect how it bends and holds shape. So when you're selecting your material, you're not just grabbing the nearest box, you're choosing your foundation. And once you've selected the right material, the next step is preparation. Flatten it properly. Remove any creases that could weaken your structure. Think of this like setting the stage. Because if your base material is clean and consistent, everything that comes after becomes easier. Now let's talk assembly. Because this is where your project truly comes to life. You've got your precisely cut pieces laid out in front of you. Individually, they might not look like much. But as you begin to connect them, slotting tabs into place, aligning edges, building layer by layer, you start to see the structure emerge. It's almost like watching a puzzle solve itself in real time. And this is one of the most satisfying parts of the entire process. Because you're not just putting something together, you're creating form out of flatness. Turning two-dimensional material into a three-dimensional object that interacts with space and light. Now here's where things get really interesting. Once your lampshade structure is complete, you introduce light. And suddenly, everything changes. The patterns you designed aren't just shapes anymore. They become shadows, reflections, textures projected onto your walls and ceiling. The room transforms. The atmosphere shifts. And what you've created is no longer just an object, it's an experience. Let me ask you something. How many items in your home actually change the way a space feels? Not just fill it, but transform it. That's the difference here. You're not just decorating, you're designing an environment. Now let's connect this back to opportunity. Because this is where a lot of people start to see the bigger picture. When you create something that combines design, sustainability, and functionality, you're stepping into a space where demand already exists. People are actively looking for unique, eco-friendly home decor. They're tired of generic products. They want pieces that stand out, that have a story, that feel intentional. And here's the key insight. You don't need to compete with mass production. In fact, you shouldn't. Your advantage is uniqueness. Your advantage is the fact that what you create isn't identical to everything else on the market. It's crafted. It's thoughtful. It's different. So imagine this scenario. You create your first lampshade. You refine it. You take a few high-quality photos, nothing fancy. Just clean lighting and a clear view of the design. You share it online. Maybe it's a marketplace. Maybe it's social media. And someone sees it. Not just sees it, but connects with it. Because it's not just a product, it's an idea. It represents sustainability, creativity, and a different way of thinking. That's how it starts. Not with a massive launch, not with a full catalogue, but with one piece. One idea. One step forward. And as you continue, something else happens. You get faster, more precise, more confident. Your designs evolve. Your understanding deepens. What felt complicated at the beginning becomes second nature. And that's when you realize you're not just making lampshades anymore. You're building a skill that can expand into multiple directions. Wall panels, decorative installations, custom lighting for events, even collaborations with interior designers. The door doesn't just open, it keeps opening wider. But let's ground this for a moment, because I want to bring you back to something simple and real. None of this requires perfection. None of this requires you to have everything figured out from day one. What it requires is a willingness to start, to take something that most people ignore and see potential in it. Because at the end of the day, the biggest difference between people who create and people who don't isn't talent. It's action. So here's what I want you to do next. Look around your space. Find one piece of cardboard. Just one. Instead of throwing it away, ask yourself a different question. What could this become? Not what is it, but what could it be? Because that question alone has the power to change how you see not just cardboard, but opportunity itself. And if this video shifted your perspective even slightly, if it made you think differently about materials, creativity, or even the way you approach everyday objects, then you're already ahead of where you were before you clicked play. So here's your next step. Take action. Try one design. Experiment. Learn as you go. And if you want more ideas, more practical strategies, and more ways to turn simple resources into something valuable, make sure you subscribe to the channel and join this journey. Because we're not just talking about making things, we're talking about building skills, creating opportunities, and seeing value where others don't. And trust me, we're just getting started.